I always tell you guys that I love obscurity, especially fully obscure lines. So today we're unboxing the WWE Zombie Series 3 Hardy Boys. Stay tuned. Yes. All right, guys. I'm excited about this one. Zombies Series 3 WWE collection. I'll be honest with you. I loved Series 1. I loved Series 2, but then Series 3 came out a little bit lagged behind. The carding was different. I feel like the style was a little bit more dumbed down, so I really was out on Series 3 and didn't get any of them until they started hitting Ross's, Marshall's, TJ Maxx for like $4.99. I got Shinsuke, I got Finn, I got Charlotte, and I just never found the Hardys or Kane, so I just really didn't sweat it too much. However, 2025, something came up inside of me and made me have the need for these WWE zombie figures. So I have been hawking these things on eBay, and these two figures right here, I've had such trouble finding them for under $50 each, but this past week, I was able to scoop these bad boys for 30 bucks for both. And the reason they were 30 bucks, the carding is separating from the bubble. So one man's trash is another man's treasure. I am the other man. And we are here to unbox these WWE Zombie Hardy Boys. Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. Very, very cool. And now I am on the hunt for that Kane to finish the collection. But let's take a look at Jeff Hardy first. Pretty cool. We're not going to talk about the figure, but look at this artwork. Very, very eye-catching. Very, very post-apocalyptic. And it says, Jeff Hardy, there was nothing that Jeff Hardy feared when facing undead. He grinned ear to ear, leapt from a ladder, but then he got shattered. Now his smile's a zombified sneer. Okay, it's a little poem. That's a little weird. Put a little poem on the back. But like I said, we got Shinsuke, we got Finn, we got Charlotte, also got Matt. We just need that Kane, baby. And these were from 2018. But see, this is what I'm talking about. These things must have been sitting for a long time. When you remove it, check that out, man. Look how cool that card art is. Hell in a Cell with a bunch of zombies in it. Or not Hell in a Cell, it's just a regular steel cage, but still, look at that. How awesome is that artwork? All the hands coming up. Pretty cool. But we're not here for carding. Whoa! We are here for the Enigma. So, these are basic style figures. They retailed for about 15 bucks at the time, $14.99, which was a reason that a lot of people slept on these. But the reason that they were $14.99, a lot of people didn't understand, was there was so much new tooling. Each figure had their own unique tooling as far as maybe rips in the pants, rips in the flesh, new head sculpts. I mean, all of these were one-time releases. So that is where the price tag came from. The joints on these are very movable. They're not super tight like we get used to. But man, this is really cool. All right, so instead of arm sleeves, as you can see, let's put these up like that. I wish he had the finger guns personally, if I'm being honest. But we'll simulate it. We'll simulate it here. So, Jeff Hardy here. Get him on there for a second. Jeff Hardy here, he has the flesh removed from his arms to kind of simulate those armbands that we've come accustomed to. You know, like pretty much every Jeff Hardy figure has these, right? Those armbands on. So you got to have that. How did they get around it? Instead of just painting on different colored armbands, they ripped the flesh clean off. He's got that very zombified skin tone as well, that like greenish hue to it. His hair's a little bit messy, slicked back, and he's doing that scream. But check that out, man. Look how good that is, man. It looks like Jeff Hardy, but it also looks like a damn zombie. He's missing teeth. Half of his face is like chewed off and rotten. He's even got his gauge on one side, and check out the other earlobe. It's like it's ripped out. I mean, his forehead is peeling off. I love these, man. I love these. And the funny thing is, when I got Series 1 and Series 2, I got them and I justified it to my girlfriend at the time. I was like, okay, I'm going to get these as a Halloween decoration, a Halloween display. We all know I was lying to myself. Sometimes you gotta work yourself into getting more figures. But now, Macho Fran, she don't care. She's like, get all the figures, baby. Get all the figures. So that's what we do. Even on his pants, you can see there's like a little bit of like a rusted look to them. So very, very cool. But we'll come back to him in a second because right now I want to talk about Matt Hardy. This Matt Hardy is the one that I really wanted. I think this one has so much going for it, and it is such a slept-on figure. Here we have him, you know, like I said, very similar to that of the figure. We'll try and read his poem on the back. All right, it says, Matt Hardy. In a twist of fate, Hardy heard a commotion. Fought a zombie, but he got himself broken. Now torn in half, he just has to laugh, for reanimated Matt Hardy is rewoken. All right, well, whatever. But broken Matt Hardy, so he's broken in half. And again, look at that artwork, man. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Makes me want to keep the carding, but we're not. We're going to take him out. All right, let's see what it's all about. Yes, I was hoping he would separate. I have ideas for this, but man, that is great news. That is awesome, awesome news. So, the arms are pretty much standard basic arms at the time. Obviously not modern day basics. His pants, check this out. The pockets are ripped off. I love that. On both sides. Torn at the bottom. He's got his kick pads underneath. Look at that. Even these are unique molds that fit in there. Torn at the bottom with the silver. His torso completely severed. And you can see his spinal cord right there hanging out of there. I mean, these things are gruesome. Look at all the guts inside. You can see his intestines. Same thing here. You see all the intestines in there. You can see the starts of his ribs, the rib cage right there, that torn and tattered flesh right there over the chest. I take this because a lot of the figures have deeper meaning to them, like Seth Rollins with his kneecap chewed off. I take this as a broken heart, right? He's broken in half. He's got a broken heart, thinking Edge and Lita. You know, we all remember that storyline. Plus, I take this on the eyes as rewoken, as it says in the poem, woken Matt Hardy. Or his eyes are open. He's got the dyed hair, but man, look at this. What a beautiful, beautiful figure. I cannot wait for this. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I feel like I need to have his legs separate from his body and Jeff kind of holding Matt Hardy's torso. I think that would be the way to go. But let's get him on the old turntable here, stand and see how we can see it. His ankles are a little bit loose, which you never like with a new figure. I can't even get him to stand. Even not on the platform, he's not standing. All right, there we go. Jesus. So I don't think he's going to stand. His ankles are super loose. Wow. I don't think I've had a figure this loose in a long time. Come on, man. Not happening, guys. Unless maybe I lean him up against Jeff. Nope, then he's going to knock Jeff over. That's a bummer right there. That's a bummer. But Jeff looks great. Matt looks awesome. I'm stoked about these new Hardy Boy figures that we got here. I would love if they both could stand. That's my only negative that I can say about these, man. And honestly, as I'm toying with it, I think it's the torso. I think it's this that's making him not stand on the platform because it's so uneven. So I think I got to remove that. But I dig them. Hope you guys like this video. Comment below. Are you a collector of the zombie line? I sure as hell am, and I need to get that Kane ASAP. That's all the time I got for you today, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. featuring over 7,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With figure photography by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Full-color paperback and hardcover editions available now at heelbooks.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.